Hey folks, Tracy here with Living Large in a Tiny Home series, part 4. We redid the kitchen, so I'm showing video of before we did anything to it. When we moved in here, the cabinets were painted that color, the countertops were that countertop. I love the color, to be honest with you. It reminds me of vintage duck egg. They did a really nice job on them. And if you've ever painted cabinets before, y'all, what a pain in the neck. I have tried to find different hardware over the years, but whatever size that is, it's like awkward. Like I cannot find something that will meet up with both of those holes. I could cover them, but I don't have the paint to touch them up, so that they're fine. So that's our older stove and refrigerator that came with the place. We didn't do a lot, just freshen it up, paint, wash the walls down. Everything's just nice and fresh. Change the wall decor. Look at all the spices the hubs has on the side of the fridge. Y'all, you got to do what you got to do when you live in a tiny space. Everything is great and it looks clean and organized when everything has a home. So that hutch is from our old place that housed our TV. I think I say that in the end as I narrate through when it's redone. There's one of the valances that I made. One of my favorite ones with the patches and the crockery stamp. I love those. It's not up there now though, since we put the porch on. So, and then I just walk you through just different steps that I took as I redid the kitchen itself. It was like a pale yellow, kind of cream color yellow, and it just needed to be freshened up. I had white paint left over, so that's what I ended up using. But first we're gonna fill in a bunch of holes. This is a mobile home, so it's not like your typical drywall. It's kind of like real, I don't even know what it is, cardboard walls. I don't know, but there's wallpaper and all kinds of junk under there, so it doesn't act as regular drywall. So I just taken a razor there because those are kind of like bumped out and raised. It just helped me to be able to fill them, and I don't so much sand them down, but you'll see what I do here. So I just use my finger. A lot of people use a spackle knife. Depends how big the hole is. If it's a big, gaping hole like that one, I'll probably get my my scraper out, my spackle knife, and fill it in a couple of times. But I found this little trick because I like to wash my walls before I paint them. That way any gook on there, just start out clean. But I found this by accident once, taking a wet sponge over your freshly nail filler. You don't need a sand sometimes, depending on how big the hole is, but overall you don't need a sand. So what I'm showing you here is where the ceiling meets the walls. See how it's got that big gap? So I caulked them, and I'll tell you what, it just changed the look entirely. It just looks finished. It looks clean. You wouldn't know unless I pointed it out. But it just looks better. And when you're painting, having a layer of caulk there, or a line of caulk, does help not getting it on, the ceiling or wherever you're trying, whatever you're painting the other side. But look at the difference. It just looks so much cleaner and so much better. So I did that all the way around the kitchen. And I just wanted to show you a tip. If you have used caulk in your life, I'm guarantee you went to go get it after you had used it and it's all dried up and you can't get it out, and now you got to go buy a new tube and da da da. So if you take a baggie, this is a foolproof way unless your baggie gets a hole. Take your baggie, shove your caulk gun tip into the corner of it, and put a big blob of your caulk there. Wrap it a little tight. That's a little hair headband or little hair tie, and just wrap that over the baggie, and now that will stay wet. Your caulk won't dry, and next time you go to use it, you're just going to slip that off and it's going to be as good as new. I've used skewers, I've used nails. That is the foolproof way. So there's a nice tip for you. So I'm just showing you how I caulked all the way around, and now we are ready to paint. I ended up putting, I think, 3 coats in some areas around the trim. There's no such thing as one coat paint. I don't care how much you pay for the paint. There's just no such. I've never experienced a 1 coat paint. Never. On walls anyways. I don't know. So I just noticed some spots I didn't caulk. I feel like the more you caulk, the cleaner it looks, and the better your chance if you get water going down anywhere, not in the ceiling, but you know what I mean. So we have this vent, right? And it's white. It came this way. We're getting new appliances, and I don't really want to change it out. It's not necessary. It works fine. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to paint it. If it comes out like crap, then we'll take it down. We'll get a new one. I said, well, let me just try. So I got a high gloss oil-based paint, because that's metal or aluminum or whatever it is. Y'all, this came out so good, and I was thinking when I paint the buttons, they're going to be weird, but they're not. They're not weird at all. They flip on and off like it was made this way. It's been several months that we've had it painted, and no problem. It's gotten hot. It's heated up. We've used the fan, the light, all of it. And it's great. I think I put 3, maybe 4 full coats, because with the oil-based stuff, you don't want to go thick with it because it'll tend to drip. You're better off doing lighter, thinner coats and do more coats. But look how good this came out. I was really shocked. So I was pretty pleased with that. Saved us some time, aggravation, and money putting those up. So I've always wanted floating shelves. I ordered these on Amazon. I believe it was Amazon. Yeah. And I just love them. They're the perfect size. I got 2 different sizes because both sides of the sink or the window are different sizes. I just love them. They're the perfect addition to this wall. Like I said, we live in a tiny home space. And here it is, the big reveal. We didn't do a lot, but enough. New paint, new floating shelves. Changed the decor around a little. Some basket with some, what do you call them? Type of succulents, I forget. They're my favorite. I think I would know. We just got a little bit of this and that on display. We made this. I love this. Made that a long time ago. And I don't know if the sun's gonna catch the window or we're okay. There's the curtains I made, or valances, with the bird stamp. Y'all, I love them. We have one in every room. So we got fresh paint, changed around the decor, some new floating shelves. Look at this. This was white, which you saw in the video already. I painted it with black. What a big difference, because I didn't want to change it out and there was nothing wrong with it. We did get a new stove, which you guys have already seen, and a new refrigerator. Game changer, y'all. Game changer. I love both of them. We got a great price. I still need a little something to go right there. But I'll find it eventually. Eventually. I want to get those, I don't know why that went blurry. I want to get those vents. Well, I don't know why my camera's doing that. Those, they have different style vents. You can get wood and ornate and all that kind of stuff. So we have these extra cabinets because obviously we're in a tiny home. Y'all, look at this piece we found. It holds saran wrap, foil, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I love it. It's simple, easy. So then there's one bedroom behind that wall. This still needs some help and some tchotchkes to go in there. And then this held our old TV at our old place, and now it houses all of our bathroom towels and bathroom goodies and, you know, the overflow of the bathroom. And then of course a ginormous junk drawer. Who doesn't need one of those? And then our toaster and coffee station and all that good stuff. On your way out to the back door. And then that needs some help too. There's really not much in there, so we'll be putting stuff in there as we find it. And then the bathroom. There's the rusty pocket thing we made, y'all. We use it every day. And there's the Hubs's antique, you know, stuff. His little tchotchkes he likes. So yeah, so overall, nice and clean and fresh. And that is our tiny home kitchen, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this process.